Well, hello everyone. This is Frugal Panda here with a video of my trip to Portland, Oregon. This will be Gresham, Oregon. Am I saying it right? Gresham, Gresham, Oregon. This is a city of about 110, 113,000 people. It's a suburb of Portland. It's its own city, though. So I had never stayed here before. Usually, when I come to Portland, I stay in Lake Oswego and at a Motel 6 there because it's cheap. I stay at Motel 6s a lot when I'm solo. I basically just research and find ones. I go on Google Maps and I go down the roads and check and see where they're located. Are they located in shady areas? It's sketchy. It's an industrial area. Okay, it's an industrial area. There's not a lot of places to walk and all that stuff. Cool. Looks good. And usually 9 out of 10 times, I'm pretty good at finding ones that are decent Motel 6s that aren't on junkie and all people all loud and, drug use and all that stuff. Well, I spent a lot of money because my kids are here. They're in Oregon. So, taking them out to eat, helping my middle son get settled because he had just moved to Oregon, odds and ends here and there. So my budget, I was a little more budget constrained on what I wanted to spend. Not that I didn't have the money. It's just I had a certain budget I was going to utilize. Trying to be frugal, on my trips. Anyway, so I didn't stay in Lake Oswego where I usually stay, which is cool. The place I stayed was always cool. I like Lake Oswego area. And so I said, well, let's try out this Gresham one. It's like, I think $10 a night cheaper it was. And so honestly, my Motel 6s in Portland were really cheap. I think I stayed in Portland 3 days, maybe it was, and spent maybe $200. I want to say it was like $60 a night or so, somewhere around there. Well, to my pleasant surprise, when I got in here, because also my daughter lives in Portland area, so I stopped. I got a hotel here. And I asked the gentleman at the front desk, I said, hey, could I get a downstairs, because I did everything through Orbitz, a downstairs motel room because I got a heavy bike, and that's the truth. And he said, oh, no, don't worry about it, no problem. And he upgraded me. And so I wish I had a picture of it. I was pleasantly surprised by the motel room. I had a huge motel room on the first floor. I mean, it was huge, with microwave and everything, which really came in handy because I actually did use that stuff. So with that being said, I said, well, I got done taking my daughter out and stuff and spending the day with her and stuff like that, taking them to eat and taking them around and checking out some stuff real quick. And now it was my time for the next 2 days, I want to say, in Oregon. I believe I stayed. And so in Portland, excuse me. So I said, well, let's yank the bike out. It's getting dark. I mean, it was later in the day by the time I got to my motel room, yanked the bike out and said, let's go check out this Gresham area. Well, I was pleasantly surprised by this area. I didn't know anything about this area, and it looks like it's a pretty decent city, to be honest with you. They have low employment of like 4.5%. Like I said, there's about 110,000 or so people here. They have pretty good weather. It's by the Columbia Gorge, I believe it is. And they have a cool jazz festival. I wouldn't mind coming back and checking it out. I'm not into jazz like that, but I do like live music, and I always like the atmosphere around these festivals. So that'd be really cool to go check out. Area was nice. The hard thing about Oregon, unless you see a bunch of homeless people, to people that come from other states that aren't as green, you're probably your crappiest cities. And I'm not saying Gresham's crappy. I'm not saying that. Don't take that the wrong way. Would be hard for us to discern what's good and what's bad besides ran down houses because it's green. Look at this neighborhood. This neighborhood's like super green. It's just a regular little neighborhood. It was cute, though. I mean, I thought it was cute. I thought, oh, this is nice. These huge trees, super green, and these just average folks working and doing their thing, and I liked it. I thought it was cool. There was no problems with Gresham. Now, one of the nights I was there, I lost an earring, so I had to go to a Target. And I needed to go anyway, get a couple snacks. I just wanted to get out. I got home too early from whatever I was doing. It's like, let's get out and go do something. I think I'd rode the bike. I had actually ridden the Lectric XPremium, so it was like, oh, let's get out and check out some stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, I got in there. So diversity-wise, people are going to ask me, what's diversity in Gresham? I saw all types of people here. Homeless population. They have a homeless population. I'm sure they do. I am not going to say they don't because anywhere in Oregon, same as Colorado in certain areas, any big city, they're somewhere. There's a village of them somewhere. There always is. I just didn't see them. I may have seen a few homeless people here and there. I might have. but it was not heavy or was nothing like, dang, there's a lot of them. But I'm sure there's a part in Gresham where they're at. That's just guaranteed. Now, we all know this. I also heard that Gresham has one of the lowest property taxes in the state by law in the state for people who own property. So that's a good thing. Now, with that being said, I had fun. I was rode around. I checked out different spots. There's going to be 2 parts to this video and another one. I got to clear out all my videos. I got to get everything out because honestly, I got a huge trip coming up out of country coming up in December time frame. So I got to get everything up, get stuff going because in probably a couple weeks, we really got to get serious around planning for it. You know what I mean? And hopefully people enjoy the videos when I start putting them out on this. This will be the first time I actually take real videos while traveling international. So just be prepared, bear with me on it. But there will be videos going up every week, guaranteed up until the point I go, just to make sure, you know, everything keeps flowing. Anyway, should you go check out Gresham? Yes. I drove around it. I had no issues with it. It was a cute little suburb. It was nice. It's... You know, it's Oregon. It's nice. It's pretty. If you come from Arizona, you come from somewhere where it's deserty, you'll be wowed by the greenness of it. I mean, you could take the crappiest house, you put a bunch of super green stuff around it and look nicer a lot of times than the nicest house out in the, you know, desert in the sand, you know, where there's no water, but there's tons of millions of people living. You know what I mean? So anyway, check this out. The Lectric XPremium did good. It did give me a workout. Now, one thing about it, be mindful of how well you ride this bike if you got plans for later in the day and you do not want to have to go home and take a shower. Because you got to be careful. Because I went to the store after I rode this bike to get something at Target and stuff. And I felt a little dirty. You know what I mean? A little bit like, you know, sweat and re-dried sweat type of stuff. So I said, oh, let me get in here, get out of here, you know, type of thing. I know what I need. I needed an iron too. I didn't bring an iron with me and some earrings because I lost one. So just be mindful if you got plans to slow it down a little bit, maybe use that throttle a little bit. But on the major streets, you know, you can't be playing those games with it unless you get it up to 20. So that's something to think about. The gas prices in Oregon are outrageous. $5, $6. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So, and my car has a little tank. It gets great gas mileage, but I did have to get gas here a couple of times. It's like crap. You know what I mean? Anyway, as you can see, it's getting dark. I'm just riding around, zipping around an Lectric XPremium. No problems with range, of course, with it. At stoplights, it's okay taking off. Yes, you can take off quick going through the gears, but you gotta be careful. Here's the thing is, I don't think I've ever mentioned this in any other videos. You gotta be careful with the gears, trying to go real fast, switching to those gears. Your feet will, the pedals on these are crap. Your feet could easily slip off of them. Just be mindful of what you're wearing. So one of the things I would do to upgrade it is switch out the pedals because you slip off them way too easy and you have to switch those gears. So that's what makes it so your feet can easily slide off. So just be mindful. Look at this, super green. I don't even know where I'm at. I think I'm by an apartment complex. Beautiful, off the beaten path. It's off the main street, which is straight down from where I'm driving. I'm on my way back to the motel. Like I said, I wanted to just get one in, and it was cool. I really enjoyed my time in Oregon. People, you know, don't like Oregon. They don't like it because their own reasons, political or whatever. Who cares about them? They're just miserable. Go out there, enjoy. Go check out everything. Oregon, South Dakota, whatever it is you want to go check out. Every state has something to offer. The Pacific Northwest is one of my favorite areas just because it's next to the ocean and it's green and it's beautiful. This is me going back to the motel. Wasn't a lot of people here. It was nice and quiet. For the most part, doors closing and shutting here and there, but nothing loud. They ran a pretty tight ship. It was nice, relaxing, cheap, frugal, enjoyed it. I had a place to sleep, had plenty of room, and there was no issues with where it was at and what I wanted to go do. It worked for me. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. Thanks for watching. Get out there and explore. Have a good day. Frugal Panda is out.